If I had to start my design career all over from scratch, first of all, I want to do half the things I wasted time on in the beginning. I made terrible mistakes that almost made me quit. But if I was starting today, here's exactly how I'd do it differently and what you should avoid too if you don't want to waste years like I did. One of them still makes me shake my head to today. Hey guys, I'm Deborah, your freelance design bestie, helping you build a career you actually enjoy without all the stress, trial and error and confusion I went through. If you're ready to grow smarter and faster, hit the subscribe button. Stop trying to learn everything. You see, when I first started, I thought I had to learn everything before I could even call myself a designer. I was downloading every tutorial, every software, watching YouTube for hours, practicing random things with no direction. At some point, I was more of a tutorial collector than a real designer. And honestly, it slowed me down. While I was busy chasing tutorials, other people were already having clients. If I had to start over, I would do this differently. I would pick one skill and one style, just enough to start charging money quickly. Then I would build from there. Think of it like eating at a buffet. You don't need to finish everything on the table before you are satisfied. Start small and keep adding as you go. Honestly, I would have also joined a structured graphic design class instead of jumping from random YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be physical. An online class with a good teacher would have saved me from confusion and give me confidence faster. Platforms like Skillshare and Udemy are great, but even better if you find a mentor or a community where you can get feedback and not just watch videos. And the thing is, you don't need to know everything before you begin. Even the designers you look up to today didn't start knowing it all. They all started with the basics and getting better job by job, project by project. Clients are not waiting for you to become an Adobe professor. They are paying you to solve problems, not to show off how many tools you know. So if you are just starting, pick one tool. Maybe it's Figma, Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever. Learn one skill like logos, social media graphics, UX design. Then start posting your work and charging small. That's enough to get the ball rolling. Trust me, the earlier you understand this, the faster you will grow. The next thing is charging right. After gaining the skill, now pricing was an issue. I would have charged like mad. I used to think, let me just collect small money so they don't run away. Imagine working on a logo for 2 weeks and collecting what? $5. And funny enough, the same clients that paid me peanuts stressed me the most. If clients will always cost you the most, I've noticed this. I still remember one client who gave me tiny money but kept me on endless revisions. By the time I was done, I had basically worked for free and I was completely burnt out. That's when it hits me. Undercharging doesn't just drain your wallet, it's also drain your energy and your confidence. I had to start again. I would study the market, set a fair rate, and stick to it. I would package my services properly, simple offers, clear prices. Having a fair pricing shows clients that your work has value. And the funny thing is, the clients who pay more usually respect your boundary, your time more. They don't stress you as much because they see you as a professional, not a bargain. And here's what I would tell my beginner self. Start with 3 basic packages. Even if your rates are still small at first, that way clients take you seriously and you don't waste time explaining price every single time. And if you are scared to increase your price, here's the trick. Each time you raise it, add one small extra benefit to your package. That way, you're not just charging more, you're also showing more structure and clarity. By the way, I have a full video on how you can charge as a freelancer, and it includes a free pricing guide you can start using immediately. Make sure you check it out. Another change I'd do is I would take my online presence way more serious from day one. 90% of my clients now come from my personal brand. But in the beginning, I was hiding random posts, no proof, nothing consistent. Back then, I thought if I just drop a few designs on my page, clients would rush me. Spoiler alert, they didn't. And here's what I later learned. People don't hire you because you are perfect. They hire you because you are visible. That personal touch, that little bit of you, is what makes them trust you enough to pay you. I wish I had started earlier, showing my work, sharing my process, even posting my mistakes. The truth is, people actually collect more with your journey than your polished portfolio. They want to see the human behind the designs. And the funny thing I discovered is that the more I showed up, the less I had to chase clients. They started coming to me because when people see your face, they hear your story, they watch you consistently, they start seeing you as the go-to person. So here's my simple tip for beginners. Follow the 3 S. Show your work, finished or in progress. Share your process, even the messy parts. Speak your lessons, what you learned that day. Pick one platform and do it 3 to 5 times a week. Don't overthink it. Those small posts stacks up into a brand people trust. If I had to do it again, I would stop hiding and start showing up, because at the end of the day, your brand is your biggest client magnet. And if this is helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Share weekly content to help you grow as a freelancer without all the confusion and guesswork. Alright, let's jump back right in. Another mistake I did was I was only learning design. I didn't bother with the contracts, agreements, proposals, pricing, or client management, all those boring business things, and that ignorance cost me plenty. From my experience, I've discovered that talent without structure is a recipe for frustration. Clients will respect you more when you run things professionally, and you will respect yourself more too. If I was starting again, I would learn the business side as fast as I was learning Photoshop. Simple things like having a basic agreement, even if it is just one page, so you don't get ghosted. Sending clear proposals instead of just saying yes It shows you are serious. Communicating timelines and boundaries so projects don't drag forever. And the thing is, learning business doesn't kill your creativity, it protects it. When you are not stressed about late payments or messy projects, you actually have freedom to focus on your projects. I know this can sound boring. You don't need to know everything at once. Just start small. One business skill at a time. The sooner you learn, the sooner you stop losing money and start building a career that actually feels stable. Also, choose community over isolation. Well, I'm an introvert and I worked alone for too long. I didn't join communities, I didn't network, I just did my corner. And honestly, that slowed me down a bit. If I was starting over, I would join design communities and make friends in the same industry, ask questions, and even collaborate. I discovered that community speeds up your growth. You learn faster when you see how others work. You stay motivated when you realize you're not the only one struggling. And you get feedback that saves you months of trial and error. And beyond that, community gives you accountability. People actually check if you are doing the work. It gives you visibility. Your name stays top of mind when projects or referrals come up. And community gives you perspective. You will discover tools and ideas you never even thought about. And sometimes the opportunity you are chasing are just sitting quietly inside someone else's WhatsApp group. Start with one community, show up, contribute, and you'll be surprised how doors begin to open. In addition, I will also treat my clients like long-term partners, not quick cash. When I started, I just wanted to collect money and deliver designs. But then I soon discovered that relationships open bigger doors than one-off job. A happy client today can become tomorrow's retainer, your biggest referral source, or even connect you to opportunities you would never have found on your own. And here's what I've learned. When you listen to clients' bigger goals, not just give me a logo. You position yourself as a partner, not a vendor. When you check in after a project, even with a simple, how is the design working for you? Stay on top of mind. When you deliver more value than expected, clients remember you long after the invoice is paid. The money from one-off job might last a week, but the strong relationship can fuel your career for years. And the crazy part is that clients who trust you don't argue about price. They pay you because they know you understand them. So don't just design for clients. Design with them in mind. Build trust, not transactions. That's how you turn one project into 5 and one client into 10 more. If you treat clients like partners, they will treat you like a priority. So those are the things I would do differently if I was starting over as a freelance designer. If you're a designer trying to figure things out, start applying this today. Don't just watch and move on. If you want more real life lessons like this, subscribe, because I keep sharing the things I wish I knew earlier. Now I'd love to hear from you. If you've been freelancing for a while, tell me what's one thing you wish you did differently when starting out. Drop it in the comments so we can learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.